And now for a few pronouncements about pronunciation. There are two ways of pronouncing Hebrew words, and they are known quite simply as mila'el and milarah. Milarah has nothing to do with evil, and mila'el has nothing to do with God. Milarah, whose symbol looks like the sign for infinity, simply means that the accent on the word is put on the last syllable, such as Baruch, or Kadosh, or Shamar. Mila'el, whose symbol is an arrow, means that the accent is on an earlier syllable, like Kelev, or Evan, or even Ayin. These are the two ways to pronounce Hebrew words. Sounds simple, yes? But you would be surprised at how confused people can be when trying to pronounce the most familiar words in Hebrew tefillot. For example, our teachers from time immemorial have been teaching us to say, V'ahavta et Hashem Elokecha b'chol levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam. Those pronunciations are often wrong. It isn't v'shinantam levanecha, the mila'el version. It is v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam. That is the correct way to pronounce it, milarah. Who cares, you ask, besides a few balding, pocket-protectored, equipped, boring individuals sitting in rooms talking to people just like them? Well, I'll tell you. Halacha actually cares, because if you want to be technical about it, if you say v'dibarta, mila'el, you're really using a vav hachibur, the conjunctive vav, which means and you're really saying, and you spoke, v'dibarta. Whereas if you say it milarah, it is v'dibarta, and the vav is no longer and, the vav is the vav hahipuch, which changes the tense from past to future. And the meaning is, you should speak, or you shall speak, or you will speak. So technically speaking, you have changed the meaning of this verse in Kriyat Shema. Now, don't get all excited. Don't start thinking that you've never fulfilled the mitzvah of Kriyat Shema, because the authorities are basically in agreement that if you pronounced it the wrong way, you are still fulfilling the mitzvah. And in fact, there is a famous midrash that God relates to us like parents hearing their little children stumbling over their words. And whatever we say, God gives us a thumbs up. However, if you want to settle for nothing other than correct, here is how you would apply what we said, mila'el and milarah, to the words of the Kaddish, the memorial prayer. There are plenty of people who have gotten used to saying certain ways, and really the pronunciation is slightly different. In fact, in the standard mourner's Kaddish, there is only one word which can be said to be mila'el. Every other word is milarah. Think for a second. Can you find the one mila'el word? If you said le'ela, you were right. See the line under the ayin? That tells you to pronounce the accent on the ayin. Every other word is milarah. Now, you have to hear what that means. If you were taught to say, Le'ela min kol birchata, v'shirata, tushbechata, v'nechemata on the first syllable, try to make that disappear if you can. If you were taught to say it on the middle syllable, Le'ela min kol birchata, v'shirata, tushbechata, v'nechemata, try to make that disappear as well, because the correct pronunciation is Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata. It takes a lot of getting used to. You might not even hear the difference unless it is pointed out to you, but the correct pronunciation is on the last syllable. With that in mind, let us read the Kaddish and let us see if we can pronounce it in accordance with the rules of Mila'el and Milarah. Here is how we would do that. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei mapikei rabba biolma divira chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'yemiru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mivarach li'olam u'li'olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudusha rihu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran bi'olma v'yemiru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yemiru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yemiru amen.